Hello YouTube, and welcome to my review of the Project BM Zero R2 version from the series Code Geass. Now this figure has pretty much been the holy grail for Code Geass collectors, and I actually got this guy for a really decent price thanks to my friend in Japan, so I definitely want to thank him for that. But this is an extremely rare figure, which is why if you do a search for it on Google or YouTube or wherever, you won't really see anything other than pages and pages full of item is sold out. This is going to be the first review on YouTube, so let's go ahead and get into articulation. For head articulation, his head can rotate 360 degrees. You can go that far down, that far up and back, and it can lean to the side a good bit. And this little scarf isn't actually connected to his neck at all, it's just folded right down in there, so doesn't hinder articulation at all. For torso articulation, let's see, he can twist about that far. He could do 360, but clothes get in the way, obviously. He can bend that far forward and just a tad bit back. And of course he can lean side to side a little bit. For arm articulation, his arm would be able to go 360, however, because of the clothes, it cannot. So it goes that far forward and the same amount back. The shoulder does rotate, the arm does rotate below the shoulder, right there. The shoulder has a little circular movement. The elbow bends 180, so that's nice. And the wrist can rotate 360 degrees and swivel. For leg articulation, his legs can go that far forward, a little bit back. They go about that far apart. Don't want to rip the pants though. The knee can go that far. And the hip does not swivel, unfortunately. But the feet can swivel. They can swivel a 360 if the pants weren't all one piece. But they are, so they can't do any further than that. The feet go a good bit down, good bit up, and of course side to side. And this is all part of the pants, so there's no separation in the clothing. And bottom of it's hard. See a little stamp down there on both feet. For accessories, he comes with two different heads. The first is his mask. Very nicely detailed, very clean paint. And you can kind of see where this is the end of his neck and his chin kind of under there. Very nicely done. Then you have his normal head with the Geass activated in his left eye. Just a very nice paint job all around. Pretty amazing to look at. Unfortunately, it does have a seam line growing through the top of his hair, but it's an action figure. What do you expect? It's not gonna be like a real head. Comes with 4 hands. Comes with a pair of fists. Nothing really too special, just a pair of fists. And a pair of open hands. Now these two are definitely shaped differently. This is a more relaxed hand for his right side, and this is a more kind of crinkled up hand for his left side. But very stylized, very Lelouch-ish. And of course, he wouldn't be Zero without his cape. Now this is going to be a little hard to show in frames, but I'll do the best I can. Everywhere you see gold running all through the cape, on all of that, that is cloth with a wire underneath it, so you can kind of get it posed. Like, see, right now it's curled in. Well, you can bend it, and now it's curled out, so you can get it into any kind of waving in the wind type of poses. And in order to close it, there's a little pin right here with the hole right there. You just snap it in place, and you can just fit it over them. And the shoulder pads are actually unbutton it. These are actually completely separate. You don't even see it from the inside, but these are completely separate from the arms, so they just go over the shoulders of the actual figure itself. So he's always going to have the broad shoulders, like he did in the anime whenever he was wearing the cape. So very well done. Definitely commend them for such a great job on his clothes. Here is a quick little comparison shot just to show you how massive this figure is. This is the Medicom Zero standing next to a robot Damashi Shinkiro on a stand. And even with the stand fully up, Zero just completely towers over him. So this is an absolutely massive figure. Final thoughts. Project BM did an excellent job with the Zero R2, and if this figure was easier to come by and less expensive, I would recommend it to any Code Geass fan. But because it's so rare and so hard to find, it's super expensive. The figure came out at $218 back in 2008. Now it goes anywhere from $400 to $600. So it's definitely not for the faint-hearted collector. But if you do decide to get this guy, I stress caution when handling him, because you don't want to rip his clothes. You really want to be careful when messing with the figure. So definitely a really good figure. Just if you decide to get it, be very careful with it. I mean, it's not going to break if it falls or something like that, but you definitely have to be careful with his clothes. So I guess that concludes this very special review. Hope you enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you at the next review. Bye.